know if we're going to take the north loop or the south loop back. We came the north loop today and had to get off at Poplar. Man, they had it shut down, and then you couldn't go eastbound. Get off, go westbound, make a U-turn, and come back to Ridgeway.
Man, I'm sorry, y'all, so sleepy.
Goldwing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
And is that thing's probably it's a 6-speed, or is it 5-speed? 6, yeah. See, I'm sure that helps out a whole lot. That's the only thing about these Gold Wings, man. You get that motor wound up too high, it'll start sucking down fuel like crazy.
Yeah, it will. Now, we got a friend that has a Spider that's 5-speed, and you can tell the difference in the gas mileage like daylight and dark.
Yeah.
I think they filled up about 3 times, and I filled on that same tank again.
I know at least 2 times.
There's a guy I work with's got a Spider, but it's a smaller one. It doesn't have the trunk and the saddlebags and stuff, and I don't think it's got that big motor in it. I think it's more like a 900 or something.
Oh, okay.
But I think his is a 5-speed.
Okay. Yeah, they're getting kind of popular.
Yeah, there's several folks. Actually, there's 2 or 3 guys that like S Water that's got them.
Yeah. I go on Pill Street, during the summer months, and they're very popular for females. You see a lot of females on them.
Yeah. Well, I think that new one that came out with that Riker, that's going to be a hit. I think they're really going to sell a lot of those, and I want one.
You think so?
Man, I think that thing is, man, it looks like so much fun, and it ain't nothing to it. It's a foot brake and a throttle, and that's it.
Okay.
You ain't got to shift nothing. You ain't got to do nothing but just twist the throttle and hit the brake.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, I would rather ride a Spider than a trike. I have been on both of them. I've been on the trike, and I've been on Lady Love's Spider. And it has that independent suspension, going in curves. It handles curves real good. And bumps. Hey, it rides better than a Gold Wing on bumps. On rough roads, it rides real good on rough roads.
Yeah, that's what I would think. I would think the 2 wheels in the front with that independent suspension would be better than a triked out motorcycle.
Yeah.
They don't seem to, like you said, corner good at all. Straightaways, I'm sure they're fine, but that thing is really kind of made for the curves.
Yeah. But I tell you what, they cost stuff now.
Yeah.
Man. I can't see they cost stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing about that new one they came out with. The base model, the 600, starts at like $8,000, and then you can go to the 900, and it's just under 10 grand. And then they have a rally version that's like 10.5, almost 11,000. So they're priced really well.
Okay, that's 2019.
Yeah, they just came out with them this year. And I really want to go by a Can-Am dealer and see, at least look at one, maybe even ride one.
Well, I don't think I've seen one yet.
No, they just came out. I haven't seen one on the street yet. I've been watching them on YouTube, some videos of some dealers and some guys that have got them and test rode them. But man, they look like they're a blast. Now, I don't think that you wouldn't be real comfortable taking it on a long trip like this. So they'd be fun around town.
Yeah.
If you want to take it on a long trip, you're gonna have to have what she's got. But they look like a blast.
That's all right. Yeah.
And they're shaft drive. They don't have a belt on them. They got a shaft on them. Like
Oh, is that right?
yeah, and it's a one-sided swing arm, just like these Gold Wings with the shaft drive.
Oh, okay. Now that's the only thing I don't like about Lady Love's bike. It's belt driven, and see, I don't know very much about belts, but it seemed like to me belts would last as long as a drive shaft.
No, probably not. I forget. I've had 2 bikes with belts on it. I had that last Harley I had a belt on it, and then I had a Suzuki a long time ago had a belt on it, and you only gotta adjust it once. Once it breaks in and stretches a little bit, you adjust it, and then leave it alone for the life of the belt.
Wow.
I don't know what the life of the belt is these days, but they're really strong. They got Kevlar in them and everything.
Okay. Well, so far we haven't had any trouble with the belt.
Now, you probably won't ever, and I'm sure you'll see if it starts fraying, just like a fan belt or a serpentine belt on a car. You know, you can kind of tell it kind of gets like a dry rot look to it, or it starts to fray a little bit.
Yeah.
But I doubt that thing would ever just, break all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, I hope not.
Yeah, I've never heard of one doing that, but who knows? But yeah, I think those things are made to last for a long time.
I heard that they took the pattern off of a snowmobile. You hear me, Jason?
Yeah, took the what off of what?
Took the spider, the pattern of the spider off of a snowmobile.
Yeah, that's what
It originated from, I think.
yeah, that's what their parent company, ERP. That's what they started making snowmobiles and like snow vehicles way back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what they got it from. And then they started making their own snowmobiles, and actually they call it a ski-doo, just like they have a sea-doo.
Yeah.
The snowmobile is a ski-doo. And actually it was supposed to be called a ski dog and a sea dog, but the guy that printed up the brochures did a typo and put do instead of dog. So they stuck with it.
Okay.
But they started making their own, well, they didn't make their own. Well, BRP does make the motors for the new ones, but they own Rotax, which is in Austria or Germany, I think. So they own that company too that makes those engines.
Okay. But man, let me tell you something. You almost have to take it to the shop to change oil and filter.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I guarantee you. Oh
Man.
that's a job and a half. We Googled it, and we was going to try it. We looked at it, we said, no, we're going to take it to the shop.
And does it have a spin-on oil filter, or is it like one of those canisters?
No, I think it's just like the Gold Wing, you just screw it on, I think.
Yeah, just a spin-on. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Well, I know they were a big hit when they first came out, man. Everybody was excited about them, and I remember the first one I ever saw, I really liked them. I still had never ridden one, and I've never ridden a triked-out motorcycle either.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like you. If I ever had to go to 3 wheels, I think I'd rather have something like that.
Yeah, you feel more safer.
Yeah, and they have a Gold Wing kit where you can put the 2 wheels on the front.
Absolutely.
But I sat on one of those,
Yeah.
and there's no power steering. I don't know if that thing has power steering, but it's real hard to steer, at slow speeds and sitting still.
Oh, okay. Well, I know they had a demo in person.
That's where I saw. Yeah, that's where I saw the one I'd sat on. Hey, we're gonna get this right lane. We've got traffic building up back here.
Yeah, you didn't get that.
And I think that would be a good thing if they would put power steering on it. Does that Can-Am have power steering?
Yeah. Hers has power steering.
Okay.
Hey, and Jason, the reverse is almost like a car. I mean, the reverse, that thing, it goes back fast. Fast as you want it to go back.
Huh.
Yeah. You know, it's not like our Goldwing had it creeping. I mean,
yeah.
when you put that thing in reverse, it'll zip you back. Yeah. I think she's well pleased with it, I believe. Is that right?
I am very.
Now, have you ever ridden motorcycles or anything before you got that?
Uh-huh. I rode that country race there before the Humdinger on me. I was in front, he was in back.
Oh, no kidding. Huh?
Yep, and he has a intruder. I was driving the intruder before he got this.
Yeah.
Okay. What year's your intruder?
It's an old guy.
Okay.
I think it's the 800.
800, yeah.
Velociraptor intruder. It's called a Velociraptor.
Yeah.
But it's the intruder.
Yeah.
And it's 800 800 cc.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember, I wanted one of those so bad when I was a kid. I remember when those intruders came out.
Yeah.
I loved them. Now, when I was 16, 17 years old, I had a Suzuki Savage, which was the same style. You know, it was a cruiser, but it was a single-cylinder 650.
Yeah.
But I used to go in the Suzuki shop, and I think when the intruders first came out, they were either 700s or 750s. And then they jacked it up to 800, and then, of course, they had the 1400.
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, I always wanted one of them.
Yeah. Well, I got that, and I have two little Rebels that I ride around town on.
Oh, you don't have a 450, do you?
No, it's a 250
Oh,
Rebel. And
yeah.
man, let me tell you something, Jason. I've been to Jonesboro on it. I've been to Little Rock. Been to Memphis countless numbers of times. You know. I enjoy that little 250. It's real light, and it'll go highway speed. I mean, it'll run. I've had it up to 100. I mean, not 100. I've had it up to 85 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You know that. I mean, now that's. I don't have if wind is facing me, well, it won't do that then. But now, say if there isn't, it gets any wind or I got a tailwind. Oh man, that thing rolls. But it'll cruise at 70 miles an hour easy. 70, 75 easy.
Yeah. I had a buddy of mine in high school had a 250 Rebel. It was a great bike, and they made those bikes for almost 30 years.
And do you know it's a hard bike? I got I think that's a 05, I think. And I got over 50,000 miles on it.
Wow. That's something. Well, I mean, it's a Honda, so it'll last forever if you take care of it.
Right. And I didn't buy it brand new. I mean, although it didn't have many miles on it when I got it, it was still under warranty when I bought it.
Okay.
But it's a hard little bike, man. It's a little thing. Whenever you see me around town, that's what I'm on. No, sir. The only time I get on this is when I'm getting ready to get out of the house.
Yeah.
You gonna ride that 250 Rebel to California?
I tell you what, you saying it for a joke, but hey, I would try it. I promise I would. I would try it.
Yeah,
You know.
you would.
Huh?
I said, yep, you would.
Yeah, I try it.
He'll
I
try
would
it.
Yeah.
But I'll be on the spider behind him.
Oh, a lot of times I get on the Rebel and she be on the Spider, and honey, how fast that thing be going sometimes?
Oh, he be up there.
Yeah.
We be rolling.
And it's so light. That's what I like about it.
Oh, yeah, and it's low to the ground and easy to, like I said, easy to maneuver.
Yeah.
I know one year, I don't know why, but it was, I forget what year, like 84, 85, 86, something like that. You know, they had a 450 Rebel. They only sold it for 1 year in the United States, which I don't know why they didn't sell more of them, but
But what for this year, I think they coming back out with 400.
Yeah, they've got two of them. Yeah, I forget the two different engine sizes, but they're completely different bikes now.
Oh yeah.
They don't look nothing like, you know, the old Rebel. But I think the last year for that Rebel like you got, I think the last year for that thing was, what, 2015, 14, something like that.
I don't know.
They made them for a long time.
Yeah. Kind of made on the Harley style a little bit.
Yeah, that's, you know, that's what, you know, I think Suzuki, if I'm not mistaken, that Intruder was the first Japanese V-twin cruiser kind of Harley style. I may be wrong about that, but I think it was.
Yeah.
And then, of course, everybody else followed suit.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you another good bike back in the day. The V65 Magnum.
Yes, it was. It sure was.
Now, that was the first bike I went to rode to California on.
Yeah.
The 1100 V65 Magnum. That's the first time I ever rode a motorcycle to California.
Yeah, those were good bikes. I've ridden one of those.
Yeah.
That's a real good bike.
And back in the day, I bought it brand new in 1984. And man, during that time, that was a muscle bike.
Yeah, they were fast.
Yeah.
And it was a V4, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But now it was it was a V4. Yeah.
Yeah, V4. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And after I had it a few years, because I used to do a lot of drag racing. I put nitrous oxide on it and a wheelie bar.
Whoa.
And I used to race it.
How many tires you had to put on the back of it?
Oh man, a lot of them. That thing was fun, I tell you.
Yeah. And you know what, talking about Suzuki, they're doing away with this year's last year for the Hayabusa and the GSXR 750.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They quit selling them overseas altogether, and America is the only place you can buy one for 2019. And then next year they won't be making them at all. But they're coming back out with the Katana. Y'all remember the first Katana?
Yeah.
They're coming back out with a Katana, and it looks just about just like the original one.
Okay.
And it's really sharp, but they've got to come up to these standards for these other countries with emissions, and anything over 100 or 125 cc's has to have ABS.
Okay.
And there was something else that had to be done, and they said it's just not worth doing on the Hayabusa and that 750 to sell them anywhere else. But I mean that Hayabusa, man, that's that GSXR, man. Those are iconic bikes. I mean,
Man. Now you talking about a muscle bike.
yeah.
That is a muscle bike. I see it. Well, I thought a brand new GSX 1100. It was the first year that came out with the double headlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the 1100 Suzuki.
Yeah.
And that was a fast bike. At that time, they didn't have the 1300.
No. No, but they set the pace right there at the beginning for those bullet bikes, those sport bikes.
Yeah. But now I tell you what, Kawasaki make a 1400. Boy, that thing is awesome.
Yeah, I heard it still can't touch a stock Hayabusa, but yeah, that's a big bike. It looks good.
Yeah. But now, I heard it won't beat it in the quarter mile, but I heard it'll beat it on top end, top speed. That's what I heard.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what I heard.
Now, I know, I think I can't remember now if it's Kawasaki or Yamaha. They've actually got a supercharged bullet bike out now.
Oh, okay.
It's got a little, well, maybe it's a turbo. I can't remember. It's turbo or a supercharger.
Uh-huh.
But they've done that before in the past.
Yeah, I remember the very first one I remember was a 500. It was a 500, I think, Honda. Came out with a turbo.
Yeah.
Because one of my friends bought one brand new. I forgot what year it was.
Yeah, they did it back in the 80s, just about everybody, and maybe even the late 70s, but Suzuki had one, Kawasaki had one, Honda had that one. But they weren't. I mean, they really weren't nothing. They just didn't have the technology back then to make those turbos what they are today.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But there were some cool bikes, just like that new Honda CB1100. Man, I love it. That's a good-looking bike, and it reminds me of the bikes, you know, back in the '70s, the big four-cylinder bikes and stuff. But I rode one, Sunrise, over there in Searcy. Let me ride one, but I just didn't like it. You don't sit on it like them old bikes. The handlebars are real narrow, and you kind of sit forward on it. I didn't like the seating position on it.
Yeah. Well, I thought the 750 Super Sport. And that was a kind of fast bike back in the day.
Yeah.
The 750 Super Sport. They made a Super Sport, and that thing was run. I tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, and they used to have those, like the Suzuki Water Buffalo, the big,
I remember that.
Yeah, 3-cylinder.
Yep.
2 strokes.
Yep.
And those were some. And then I think Kawasaki or Yamaha had one they called the Widowmaker, and it was about the fastest one.
Get over, honey. Get over. Hey. Yeah.
But yeah, I love motorcycles, man. That's where I grew up. And like my dad, I'm not a sports fan, and my dad wasn't a sports fan. If you asked me something about football and baseball, you know, I wouldn't know what you're talking about. But I could talk about motorcycles and cars all day long.
Yeah, I see. I see. You know quite a bit about it. Absolutely. Yeah. 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 You look like the older I get, the more I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I try and keep up with, you know, what they're coming out with and the new stuff here and there. Running away from danger and trouble, they're running in.
Yeah.
That's their prospect, and that's why they get to wear and do whatever they want to do on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And how does it bother you anyways?
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of stuff, I've been friends with this guy for a long time, and deer hunt with him and everything, but when he gets to talking some of this stuff, I mean, it really pisses me off.
Yeah, and a lot of them feel very strongly about that also.
They sure do.
Yeah.
And they don't allow women to ride with them. They have to ride on the back, and they treat women like that's, you know, like their property.
Yep.
And I was like, man, what if that's your mother or your sister?
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
And see, I think they got that distinct from the Hell Angels and outlaw clubs like that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I got news for you. If you go to a 9-to-5 job every day and you got a wife and kids at home, and you're paying mortgage and bills, and you're no outlaw. You're not a 1%er, and you're not an outlaw. These guys that think they're outlaws, they ain't.
Right. That's right.
And I don't know why you'd want to be anyway, because I'm afraid. I don't want to. I like having fun and a good time, but I don't want it to end me up in prison.
I know that's right. It's just the image. I guess they just try to live up to some of them, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I've ran across all of them. I guess.
Chain.
But I'm glad I got this bike, and folks like y'all, and even the group up there in Jonesboro, I ride with the GWRA a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to get out with people, just ride. Just don't care what you're on.
Yeah.
And just like we went to the, of course, the GWRA, you don't have to have a gold wing anymore. You can have anything.
Any kind of bike, that's right.
Yeah, so that's good. Of course, they're trying to, you know, build their membership up, which that's a good way to do it.
Yeah. Well, we've enjoyed riding with you also, and we're looking forward to riding together again, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
To get, like Chris was saying, you know, when you start mixing and matching them, like he's got the 30K and they got the 20s, just get with him and see which one he thinks would work out best.
Hey, I'm still here. I can hear y'all, Jason. I'm here.
Sorry,
30K, I'm going to say.
No, he said he's going to point it.
Hey, get behind me, Humdinger. Get behind me, Humdinger. Can Humdinger, you hear me okay?
Yeah, I think maybe the 30K would be best.
Okay, you see this here saying Junction 269? Humdinger.
Huh?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. See how you see 269 south and 269 north?
Yeah.
You're going to go south. That's going to...
Up here, Chris?
Yeah, just follow me, Jason. Humdinger.
In the right lane now?
No, you're going to go left. You're going to go left.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see here.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, see, you're going to go right here at 269. It's going to take you all the way to Tunica.
Okay.
Just stay on it.
Right here, okay.
Just stay, yeah.
All right, y'all.
Okay. Y'all let me know y'all made it in okay.
Okay.
Yeah, cross that interstate, yeah. Did he cross over? Y'all crossing over, Humdinger?
Yeah, we crossing over now.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know y'all made it in okay? Okay. You there, Jason?
I'm here. So if we're going to take the north loop or the south loop back, we came the north loop today and had to get off at Poplar. Man, they had it shut down, and then you couldn't go eastbound. Get off, go westbound, make a U-turn, and come back to Ridgeway.
I would actually go. I would take the south loop. I'll take 380. I'll get 385 and take 385 to furthest to go, which is 240, and then go back south.
I think that's what I'm gonna do because I didn't come in that way because the road is so bad right there. But going out, it's not that bad.
Right. Yeah. If I was fixing to go to West Memphis, I would go to south loop.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, because it's going to be longer trying to go all the way back around toward Walnut Grove and go all the way back toward downtown. That's going to be even longer.
Man, those people drive like maniacs around that north loop.
Man, tell me about it. They drive bad.
That was fun, man. They seem like real good people. Glad I met them.
Oh yeah, Lady Love and Humdinger, man. Those my road dogs. We hang and we roll, man. We just enjoy the company. We enjoy the ride. They some good people. Hey, Mike, can you still hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I hear you. Loud and clear.
Hey, I enjoyed hanging out with you today, Mike, man. Wish I'd had a little more energy. I got to get ready and do it in the morning.
A lot of energy, too. I'm tired today myself. Well, it was a good time, man. Glad everybody got together. It was fun. Have to do it again real soon.
Hey, you know where you are, right?
Yeah, I just take this all the way back up to the loop and head on to West Memphis.
Yeah, that's it. Take it all the way to the end, go south. But yeah, I had a good time, man. I wish we'd had more daylight. That's the thing about the winter time. The nights are short. The days are short, so it's so easy for the clock to get away from you.
All right, I don't mind riding at night. It ain't too bad. See a little lighter at 5:30.
Okay. Hey, y'all be careful, man. Headed back to Arkansas. Give me a call. At least shoot me a text message. Let me know y'all made it in safe, okay? That way I don't be worried about y'all.
Be careful going home.
Okay. I got to go get some rest. Do it in the morning.
Hey, we'll holler at you later.
Okay. I see you, Mike and Jason.